Hello and welcome to this new episode of Open Book Entrepreneur. Today we have Dominic here with us, and he is an entrepreneur and he is also coaching on the side as well. So, Dominic, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, my name is Dominic Vella. In the Sacramento, California area, and been an entrepreneur for about 25 years. I've owned three businesses. This current business that I'm in, I'll be in for quite a while. It's a fencing company. We do residential and commercial fencing. Been doing it for about 15 years. We do about 5,000 projects a year. And then, like Tony said, I've been coaching for entrepreneur organization companies that are sub $1 million for about 2 years now. So it's super fun, super fun.
Yeah, wonderful. So tell us, how did you manage to actually build up such a successful company? Like, what's the secret?
Well, let's start with a lot of hard work. Uh, I think that I think that a lot of it really is hard work and diligence, doing the same processes consistently. I think a lot of folks try things and they try them for a limited amount of time, but they don't consistently do it, right? You can't go on a diet and only do it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you can't only do it for a week and think that all the results are going to be there. And business is a lot the same way. You need to be consistent every day, and you need to do it for a more extended period of time. And we've learned a lot along the way. I look at where we were even a year ago, and our processes and are significantly better, like wildly better. So.
So what's your recommendation when it comes to processes?
Yeah. Um, Testing. I mean, I think that learners are leaders, right? And if you're a learner and you're always open to learning new things and trying new things, and testing it at least for a little bit of time and giving it its due diligence, that you're going to be able to grow, right? I see a lot of folks that stay within um, where their normal comfort zone is. That could be around the people that they're normally used to or their geographic area. I try to learn from a lot of different learning groups that are across the entire United States. They're home service companies that are across the United States. Last week, I was in Phoenix for a 3-day training with companies of all different trades in Phoenix, and you learn a lot how they're doing, what they're being successful with, what their customers like, what their employees like. So really, it's about getting out of your normal and being open to trying some other new things.
Totally, yeah, 100%. Now, the only challenge that I sort of seen with number of businesses as well is that when you start to implement new things, new processes, sometimes people mess up what works as well. So how
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
avoid that?
Yeah. Uh, I think you have to do it in a like almost a test case, right? So I wouldn't roll something out company wide initially. I think I would roll something out in more limited, and some folks are going to be their personality is just way better at dealing with change and new things. And some folks, you wait till you really know it's going to work before you get them engaged because they don't like change as much. You're 100% right. So you really got to work with certain members of your team and try it before you roll it out to the whole thing because it does. It can literally add road bumps ahead of you on your own path that you're on now. So it could become your impediment if you're trying too much and changing too much too fast.
Totally. And tell us a little bit more about this coaching that you're doing. Obviously, you mentioned you're dealing with companies that are sub 1 million and stuff. So
Yeah.
what's the transformation that you're offering them?
Yeah, yeah. So really, entrepreneur organization is a international organization. They're all founders of businesses and business owners. And the once again, getting around a lot of like-minded people. It's an area where you can talk about your best 5% of what's going on in your life or the worst 5%. And normally you don't go to dinner parties and talk about you just sold your business for $50 million or you are getting sued by 50 people, right? And so nobody else understands that in this room and in that room, they do understand it. And they also usually celebrate with you or can console you. Depends on which is happening. But the sub $1 million companies, people don't know what they don't know. and we're all trying to grow. And a lot of times they're not fostered as much, and they haven't had the time and the opportunity to get in front of as many business owners that are like them. And there's a process. There's an organization within it called Accelerator, where it's a little bit of a feeder program into EO. And so really the goal there is to talk about their problems, talk about what's going on with their business, track their metrics, know their KPIs, and track that every single month when we meet and talk about that. What is our goals? What's our 1 month goal, our 3 month goal, our 1 year goal? And then actually build rocks within that using the EOS processes um, to put together actionable plans. If I know that I need to make $1 million and it takes me 10 trucks, how am I going to get to 2 million? Well, either got to change the process and bring in more money per truck, or I need another 10 trucks, right? So how are we going to staff those? How are we going to buy those? How are we going to grow? So yeah, it's a super exciting process for them and for me. I learn a lot from it every single time as well.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. And then what inspires you about your business?
Yeah. I think I love to win. I love to grow. I love to see other people's worlds of opportunity expand. I think that a lot of times employees, their concept is it's an exchange of time and money. It's I show up for a certain number of hours and I get paid a certain number of dollars, and that's just kind of where it ends. And maybe next year I'll ask for $1 more an hour. And that's really as big as their world gets. So really, I have tried to implement ideas and concepts that are really based around bonuses and opportunity and growth and what do you want to do, and tell me what you do every day, tell me what you do weekly, intermittently, and then tell me what you want to do, and let's talk about what you want to do, and let's try to get more of your day into your want to do category, right? Some people really hate being on the phone, but they love to be in front of a camera, right? Or they hate to do the billing, but they love to be on the phone, right? So let's get people in their area where they also actually enjoy it. So I think that a lot of times entrepreneurs rate their success at how things are going that year or in general based on metrics, and a lot of times metrics are numbers, but I find that a lot of us just do that because in the end we have a much bigger goal to actually impact change around us, and that includes all of our employees as well as our customers.
Yes. And what is your zone of genius?
I don't know. Nobody's ever called me a genius before. Yeah.
Come on, let's
I
go
mean,
deeper into this, please,
it is,
Dominic.
yeah. So I think that I think that it's my opportunity to be able to be open to change, right? And be open to know that no matter, even though I've been successful, I still know I have so far to go, right? And that is not just in the business itself, but that's also as a leader. And so that I think that is where a lot of folks really just cap out. They're kind of like, well, I'm making enough money. I'm fine. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. And to me, I think my zone of genius is that I've been told many times, they're like, you are probably one of the healthiest people in terms of saying, I have a long way to go, right? And what else can I learn? And to be truly, truly excited about that. And so because we're all just evolving and we don't know what we don't know. So I'd say that that is probably my biggest zone of genius, if that is its zone of genius.
Fantastic. Yeah, excellent. So, if people want to actually get in touch with you, Dominic, learn more about what you do or connect to you, how they can do that?
Yeah. An easy way is always just our website. There's a contact form is easiest. Usually people don't remember an email. So, and it's www.callfantasticfence.com. So www.callfantasticfence.com. Otherwise, you can always search me up on LinkedIn. And if you search Dominic, which is Dominic, and my last name is Vella, V as in Victor, ELLA.
Great stuff. Yeah, thank you very much. So I will share these links as well in the description of this episode,
Oh,
so you
awesome.
can check it out as well. And yeah, thank you all for watching and listening to this episode. If you have any questions for Dominic or me, you can ask them in the in the comments. And Dominic, that was great. Thank you so much for being a guest
Yeah,
today and sharing your story, your knowledge, and your zone of genius as well.
yeah,
That was fantastic. Yeah. So we'll see you all in the next episode. All the best and bye bye.
yeah. Thank you, Tony.